From Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati, Ohio, interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Texas Rangers going up against the Cincinnati Reds.
And now, please welcome your
first pitch coming at you right after the break.
Cincinnati Reds.
Just about ready to go. And today's starting pitcher, Brady Singer. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Marcus Semien, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1.
First pitch, 640.
That clips a corner.
Well, as a hitter, you're hoping that the command on that sinker doesn't come until later in the ball game. But if that's how it's going to be all day, it's going to be a tough one for the offense.
That one misses. 2-1. And that one just missed off the outside edge. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Throw off line. He's safe. And a nice job there to keep it from getting away.
Well, I hope that's not a sign of things to come in this one for either side. We want to see a good, clean game in this one. An error on the first play of the game kind of makes you wonder, but it's a great chance for this visiting lineup to strike first.
Wyatt Langford stepping in for the Rangers. Third baseman playing on the edge of the grass, looking for the sac bunt. Splits the plate, and that's strike 1. Langford in his second season, 23 years old, a former first-round pick in 2023. Little chopper rolls foul. Here comes a pitch. Double play ball to second. Good feed. That's 1. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
Back at third, left fielder Jock Peterson.
And now Jock Peterson. First offering, and it just misses. Bounce to the right, and a foul ball. Langford leads off first with 1 away. Here goes the runner. That's in for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
I think that steal kind of sets the tone, not just for this game, but for the entire series. First inning, game 1, so that kind of tells me they're going to be aggressive on offense and try to force the issue whenever they can.
1 out and a runner at second. To the right side, McLean. And Peterson retired. And now we take a look at the Rangers lineup. Singy, this righty-heavy lineup is a bit unusual against a right-handed pitcher.
Yeah, Boog, certainly bucks the old conventional wisdom, and I'm not sure I see the vision from the manager on this one. You're not exactly putting your players in the best situation to succeed when you roll out a lineup like this. Maybe they've seen something on video that tells them there's a weakness to exploit. Perhaps that's it.
Adolis Garcia at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one. That one drilled left field. This one's got a chance. Pulls it in on the warning track. So no runs, no hits, and one error, but they leave him stranded. Now it'll be the Reds' turn. No score. Back here in Cincinnati, and starting in this one, Jacob deGrom.
Well, the key for him usually centers around his ability to command all 4 of his pitches. I mean, he can get by with 3 if one isn't working, but it becomes a little tougher to keep hitters guessing, especially when you start to get through the second and third time through the order. So we'll see how he incorporates all of his stuff into this one.
Bottom of the first. At the plate, Matt McClain. In the dirt, and that's ball 1.
Always fun watching deGrom go to work on the mound. He's so good, and as a 2-time Cy Young Award winner, he's got the honors to back it up. Won those awards in 2018 and 2019, becoming the first National League pitcher to go back-to-back since Clayton Kershaw.
1-1 now. Right through there for a strike.
Throughout history, the fastball down has been the most successful pitch. Guys can handle a little bit better these days, but they, of course, still prefer something belt high.
Stays alive. That one ripped. Oh, great grab on the dive.
Great diving catch on the line drive, and the ground does not cause a fumble. Great athleticism on that play right there.
And now the right fielder, Santiago Espinal. That's in there, and it's 0-1. One out, base is empty. The 1-1 is fouled off. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Swing and a miss, struck him out. 2 gone now.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
And now it's going to be Elly De La Cruz. Inside, just missed. Two outs, base is empty. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Peterson makes the grab. We played an inning, no score. Back here at Great American Ballpark, stepping in the long ball threat, Jake Burger.
He's definitely a talented player. He can hit the ball a mile, and they're just hoping for him to have some more consistency so he can establish that next level here in the big leagues.
Pitch is in for a strike. 0-1. And downstairs, Clyde Washington with home plate duties in this one.
A little bit of a low zone boog from Clyde. Nothing crazy, though. Pitchers that work consistently down around the knees and are able to command their off-speed stuff tend to have some pretty good success with him back there behind the plate.
Late swing fouled off. What about some no-nos? Like, you can't call the umpire blue the way you do in Little League or high school, right?
Yeah. Even in the minor leagues, you'll learn quickly. You call the umpire blue. You better learn his name. And that's just part of being a professional player and even a major league player. Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone. And a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
Makes the catch for the second out.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's Leody Taveras. There's a swing and a miss.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
Second inning here, no score. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Lux gets under it, nabs it, and that is that. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the first baseman, Christian Encarnacion Strand. DeGrom back to work. And there's the strike. Just missed. Fought off foul.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Got him swinging. One away. Now batting Jamer Candelario. That one finds the zone. Strike one. Late on that fastball.
Well, you got to find a way to catch up to that pitch. Perhaps shorten the swing, eliminate the stride. That one came in hot, but right down the middle, you're saying to yourself, how did I miss that pitch? Got to make a quick adjustment.
Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
Spencer Steer, the next to hit for the Reds. In the air, left field. Peterson settles underneath it. Makes the catch. And that is that. We'll move to the third with no score. Top half of the third inning, and now Jonathan Ornelas trying to pick up his first knock in the big leagues. And that one is inside ball one. Line drive. Lux pulls it down, and there's one away. And stepping in is the speedy Ezekiel Duran, looking for his first big league hit right here. And that's in for a strike. Just missed. And he hits a ground ball right side. McLean to first, and a couple of quick outs.
Now batting second baseman Marcus Semien.
Here is Marcus Semien. He's 0 for 1. a strike in there.
No ball. 1 strike.
And it's fouled away.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Rangers go down quickly there, and we are still scoreless. And we're back
Leading
as
off
we
for
go
the Reds,
to the last
left
of the third.
fielder,
And now it's Gavin Lux. Check swing, and he went. It's 0-1. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. And now 1-2.
Tough to take a 2-strike changeup that just missed. I think it froze him.
That misses the zone. Now 2-2. There's a swing and a drive. That one's deep. Gone. That should put a jolt into this home crowd. His first homer of the year, and just like that, they're out front. It's 1-0.
He just sent a jolt of electricity into this stadium with that swing. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
And now Blake Dunn. Check swing, called strike.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the last half of the third. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Batting ninth, catcher,
Next for Cincinnati,
Austin
wins. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. And that's through there for a strike.
I understand you want to try to gauge that guy's fastball, but you also have to be aggressive and ready to hit in your zone. Now you're in a tough spot.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field, and it drops in.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
McClain.
Now, Matt McClain. That's a strike across the top of the zone.
No ball. 1 strike.
That one the other way. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it
Now
didn't
batting,
produce a hit,
the
but
right
he made
fielder,
solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Santiago Espinal now at the plate. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1.
It's a good changeup to hit up in the zone. I don't think he recognized it. I'm sure he'd love to have that one back.
He swings and fouls one off.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. One in the inning, and it comes from a rather unlikely power source. It's now 1-0. And welcome back to the
Leading off for
ballpark.
the
John
Rangers,
Sciambi with
the
Chris
designated
Singleton,
hitter,
and
Wyatt
set to lead off
Langford.
the fourth, Wyatt Langford. In for a strike. Good slider.
Dangerous spot for that slider right there. Didn't seem to quite finish out front and get that sharp break. Tell you what, he doesn't want to throw that pitch again.
And that one clips the corner.
Well, he didn't like those first two pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Off the mark there. And the count is 1-2.
Really good slider. He's up there just hoping that it ends up off the plate away.
Hits and misses. It's a strikeout. And, Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Here is Jock Peterson. Rolled out to second in his first at bat. And that one fouled off. And he grounds one to the right side. Encarnacion Strand steps on the bag, and that quickly two
Now
away.
batting,
Good
right
slider
fielder,
inside right there.
Adolis
Batter
Garcia.
fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
In steps Adolis Garcia, also known as El Bombi. Fly to left his first time. And that misses. And it's 1-0. Garcia goes 6'1", 32 years old, and he was born in Cuba. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-1. The Rangers yet to pick up a hit here. In the air, left field, down the line, and it stays fair.
Now batting, first baseman,
And now it's Jake Berger to hit. Struck out swinging his first time. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with
batting,
2 away.
catcher,
Waste
Kyle
no time there.
Higashioka.
Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
And now here is Kyle Higashioka. 0 for 1 so far. And there's a ball.
1 ball, no strike.
Next pitch is outside.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch. Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
2 aboard, 2 outs. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Rangers leave a pair. They trail here 1-0. Back here in Cincinnati, here's the shortstop at the plate, Ellie De La Cruz.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
You can feel the extra attention on Ellie anytime he comes to the plate. This guy's a player that keeps you on the edge of your seat because you don't know what he's going to do next. He can hit for power, steals bases. He can throw the ball 100 miles per hour across the infield. He's electric.
And a swing and a miss. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
You know, part of the key to making that back foot slider so effective as a strikeout pitch is being in an advantage count as a pitcher. You really put that hitter at the plate on the defense when you get ahead 0-2. So a tight slider that bores in on you looks like something you have to go after.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Christian Encarnacion Strand. Went down on strikes his first time through. That's off the mark, and that's ball 1. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
1 ball, 1
Base
strike.
is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Next offering in there for a strike. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And that's outside. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. The 2-2. That's the 3rd. Slings it across. Already 2 gone here in the home 4th.
Up next for the Reds, third baseman.
2 down, base is empty. Jeimer Candelario will hit next.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
Way high with that one. And the count is 1-1. Just missed.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
2 outs. The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk.
Close pitch there, but you got to forget about that call if you're out on the mound. You can't let it affect you going forward. You've got to get out of the inning first, and then if you want to be frustrated, take it out in the dugout. And there's one thing on his mind this at bat, getting that first hit at the big league level.
This one in the air right field. Garcia really on his horse for this one. Couldn't get to it before it dropped foul. And that's off the inside edge. And the count even 1-1.
1 strike.
Candelario, the runner at first with 2 gone. Close, but called a ball. And it's 2-1. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out. Reds leave 1. They lead it 1-0. Ready now for the
Leading off
fifth
for
inning.
Texas,
Digging in is
center
the switch
fielder,
hitting outfielder, Leody
Taveras.
Taveras. Singer back to work. That's a little bit low.
Well, these Rangers just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Jump throw across his body. It's there, and that's a great play.
Now batting, shortstop, Jonathan Ornelas.
So next to hit for Texas, Jonathan Ornelas. He's 0 for 1. That to right. And it drops in. So a man aboard now with one away. Ezekiel Duran, the next to hit, grounded out his first time. And that one fouled off. Tying run is at first, and we're at the top of the fifth. And it's even up.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
Now move to first. Ornelas dives back in safely. On the ground, a short could be 2. Glove flip to second, and that's 2.
Talk about it to hit it exactly where he wanted. That textbook 6-4-3 double play, gets out of the jam and back in the dugout.
Bottom of the inning.
Leading
Here's
off
the left
for the
fielder,
Reds,
Gavin
left
Lux.
fielder, Gavin Lux.
Way inside, gets out of the way. This to center field. And that'll fall for a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
When you flare a ball out behind second base, it's really a tough spot for anyone to get to, and you're never trying to do that as a hitter, but when you do, I tell you what, you're yelling at it the entire way to get down.
And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Blake Dunn. His first at bat was a strikeout. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
Inside. And 1-1.
1-1.
Nobody out. Runner at first. The 1-1 is fouled off. In the dirt, but kept close. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Such a challenge when a guy's got great velocity. He's throwing a slider over 90 miles per hour. You want to be ready to hit that fastball, but that late break just eats you up every time.
In now for the Reds, Austin Wynns. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Higashioka snags it for the second out.
Now batting, second baseman Matt McLean.
Here's the second baseman, Matt McClain. 0 for 2 in this one. Swing and a miss, strike one.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he's attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
Next offering is in for a strike. Good eye right there.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
That misses the zone. The count now 2-2. Line drive, makes the grab, and that's the inning. They get a leadoff single but leave him stranded. 5 innings complete. It's the Reds 1 and the Rangers nothing. Top of the 6th inning. Now it's the second baseman, Marcus Semien. Now Marcus, a career high 45 homers in 2021 with the Blue Jays. He parlayed that into a 7-year free agent deal with the Rangers. Right through there for a strike. Next one misses, and it's 1-1. Got him swinging.
Well, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
So now here's the DH, Wyatt Langford. Base knock center field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. And the batter now, Jock Peterson.
Jock Peterson.
Yeah, that's in for a strike. 0-1.
No ball. 1 strike.
With the tying run on at first, and we're the top half of the 6th.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Check on the runner, and he's back in safely. That one ran inside, almost got him. Langford leads off first with 1 away. A sliding stop. There's one.
No, he's out.
Double play. What a clean killing to end the inning. On the mound now, Jack Leiter.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Well, 1-run game and ready to hit now for Cincinnati. Santiago Espinal. Who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Flares it into the outfield. Fair ball.
Now batting,
Next for
shortstop,
Cincinnati, Ellie De La Cruz. Right through there for a strike. Runner at first with no outs here. And that one sliced foul.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball.
1 and 2.
You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does, and you're tied up.
Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Mark Church preparing to come on if needed. Milner also getting ready. Gets a piece and stays alive. Swings through it for the K. Gassed it right by him.
Well, when you commit to throwing an inside fastball to your glove side across the strike zone, especially with 2 strikes, if you're going to miss, you want to miss off the plate in. You do not want to leave it out over the heart of the plate. So that was excellent execution on that pitch. Really tied him up, and he couldn't get a piece at all.
Now the Reds cleanup hitter, Christian Encarnacion Strand.
Ball 1.
Pitch misses outside.
1
Ball
ball.
1.
No strike.
That one found hard the other way. Here's a 1-1. And that's in the dirt. 1-run game, 1 out, 1 on. Swing and a miss at a slider.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
3 balls. 2 strikes.
Swing and a line drive ripped out into right center. That's a base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
In now for the Reds, Jeimer Candelario. He is struck out and he is walked. In there at the knees. That's strike 1. And misses inside.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
That one missing inside.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
2 on, 1 out. Fastball for a strike. 2-2.
Great spot to be in right here for the pitcher. He can either strike this guy out or get a ground ball double play.
Runners at the corners, 1 away. Here in the bottom of the 6th. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Nice job behind the plate there.
I got to think that was the plan all the
for
way.
the Reds,
He set him up with a high
designated
fastball
hitter,
and then bury that
Spencer
curveball down low to get him
Steer.
swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
And now the designated hitter for the Reds, Spencer Steer. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
One ball, 1 strike.
In the dirt, Nothing happening on the bases, though. Runners on first and third, 2 away.
2-1.
This one in the dirt. Runners stay put, and the count moves to 2-1. The 2-1. And there's a base hit to right field. In to score is the runner from third. And it's an RBI single. And they lead by 2.
Comes through with the RBI.
Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Up next for the Reds, left fielder, Gavin Lux.
Edge of the zone for a strike. It's 0-1. Simeon toss over to first. They limit the damage here. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit, and it's 2-zip. You're dialed into the show. All set for the start of the inning. Now it's the right fielder, Adolis Garcia. And that's in there at the knees. Activity in the bullpen for the Reds. Ian Gibaut getting ready to go. Rogers, a left-hander, also throwing. That one misses. Ball 1. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Next up for Texas, Jake Berger. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Out to short, and it's through for a hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Up next for the Rangers, catcher Kyle Higashioka.
Here's a catcher to hit, Kyle Higashioka. First pitch misses.
Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Next offering is in for a strike. Just missed.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
And that's down and away.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
On the corner for a strike. 3-2 now.
As a hitter, you don't know what to expect here in the 3-2. If he'll throw a breaking ball 3-1, he'll do it again 3-2.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch.
definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Tying run at the plate. And the tying run is on base.
Well, he's starting to look a little gassed to me, and we'll see if they go to the
Now
bullpen
batting,
in this spot
the
or
center
not.
fielder, Leody Taveras.
Up next for the Rangers, Leody Taveras. Sinker catches the zone at the knees.
Well, in this situation with runners on, you've got to get ahead in the count so that you can dictate the rest of the at-bat. Nice job right there.
That one finds the zone. 0-2.
Tonight, his slider has been really impressive. I mean, tight spin. Seems like the hitters aren't picking it up out of the hand.
Got him. And he's up to 7 strikeouts.
Well, big strikeout right there, and maybe a little controversial
Up
with the
next
call.
for the
I think he got a little bit of favor on the mound, no question about it. It's not exactly what you want to see in a big spot like that, and I'm sure there's some chirping going on from the dugout, making it clear that wasn't his best call behind the plate today.
So next to hit for Texas, Jonathan Ornelas. 1 for 2. The shortstop takes the ball.
1-0.
With the go-ahead run at the plate here in the top half of inning number 7. And another ball. And that drops in for a strike.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
So the tying run at second. Fly ball center field. Done. And that's the 3rd out. Still in total command on the mound with 7 shutout innings. It's the Reds 2 and the Rangers nothing.
Now pitching for Texas.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start
Number
the bottom
68.
of the 7th. Mark Church.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Yeah, the batter now,
Leading
Blake
off
Dunn.
for the Reds, center fielder, Blake Dunn.
That's inside. 1-0. Church. In his rookie season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a 2-seamer. And a bunt towards third. And that's a bunt single. That was placed perfectly.
This was the perfect spot to drop the bunt for a hit. I mean, he used his bat as a tool up there to direct the ball exactly where he wanted it to go and look smooth doing it at the same time. Really well done. And the defense right there stood no chance.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Austin Wins. Swung on, popped up left side. And out number 1 on the grab.
Now batting, second baseman, Matt McLean.
And here is Matt McLean. 0 for 3 in this one. Out towards right center field. Garcia hauls it in, 2 away.
Now batting, the right fielder, Santiago Espinal.
So up next, Santiago Espinal. 1 for 3. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
One ball.
Done off of first with 2 away. Ground ball to the right side, and that's a foul ball. The 1-1. And that one fouled off. Now fly ball to right center. Taveras tracks it down for the out. So one left for Cincinnati as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead.
Now pitching for the
Welcome
Reds.
back, and a new arm on the mound to
Number
start the 8th.
79.
Ian Jabot.
These are the
Ian
spots relievers
Jabot.
really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Leading off
Ezekiel
for Texas,
Duran
third
stepping
baseman,
in for the Rangers.
Ezekiel Duran.
Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. Foul ball there.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
Outside with a breaking ball.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Got it. And 1 away.
Now batting, second
Now it's
baseman,
Marcus Simeon.
Marcus Simeon.
High fly ball down the left field line. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Wyatt Langford.
2 outs, base is empty. Wyatt Langford stepping in for the Rangers. That one's in there, 0-1.
Well, in this one, the offense has sputtered. Somebody's got to find a way to get on, keep the line moving, and manufacture at least 1 run. Then maybe you get 2 or 3.
Upstairs. No. And that is ball
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss.
Well, that's that slope right there. Doing extremely well. Talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
High fly ball out towards left field. Lux ranging back. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Offense held in check there. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Reds 2 and the Rangers nothing.
Now pitching for
Back
Texas.
now, new pitcher on the mound as
Number
we roll
41.
into the bottom of the 8th. Hobie Milner. And ready to hit
Leading
now for
off for the
Cincinnati.
Reds,
Ellie De La Cruz.
shortstop, Ellie
0 for 3 with 2
De La
strikeouts
Cruz.
and a flyout. And the sweeper misses.
1-0.
And a foul ball. That's off the inside corner, and that's ball 2.
Well, you get to this part of the order. Yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you, if he will.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, they've had a great plan of attack for him tonight. I mean, finding all the holes in his
Up
swing
next
and his
for the
approach,
Reds,
just frustrating for him up there. You strike out a guy 3 times in a game, I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach, figure out how they're beating him, make this adjustment really quick because word will get around the league in a hurry.
And first offering is fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Next offering is in for a strike. Went with the sweeper, but it misses. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Good job to fight that one off. Ring him up, says Clyde Washington. That's a strikeout.
Now batting, third baseman.
2 down, base is empty.
Candelario.
Stepping in, Jamer Candelario. A walk and a pair of strikeouts. And that's downstairs. And it's 1-0. Just missed.
That's a ball. 2 balls, no strike.
That one missed. Now 3-0.
3-0.
That's in there.
That fastball, even though it's up, that's the velocity you want to go after. Low 90s, a lot better than trying to hit the high 90s.
And it's through for a hit. And that extends the inning.
Now batting, designated hitter Spencer.
Next for
Steer.
Cincinnati, Spencer Steer. Check swing, called strike. Next offering popped in the air, right field. Garcia makes the grab, and that will end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. 9th inning coming up. It's the Reds 2 and the Rangers nothing. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Colby Conley. A chance at his first save of the year. And Jack
Leading off
Peterson
for the
stands
Rangers,
in.
left
3
fielder,
groundouts
Jack
already. He's
Peterson.
0 for 3. That one is absolutely belted. Lux on his horse. Tries to make the play, but it's foul. Pulls that one foul. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. That misses the zone, and the count 1-2 on Jock. Caught him looking for the K.
Well, the first batter, it's always a big one
Up
for the
next for
closer.
the
When you
Rangers,
get that punch
right
out,
fielder,
you get
Adonis
settled in,
Garcia.
you feel like you're in command out there on the mound from the jump, and kind of prevents any doubt from creeping into your mind or the fielders that are playing behind you that, you know, you're going to wrap this thing up.
Garcia, the next to hit, takes ball 1. The Rangers trailing by 2 here at the top of the 9th. This one popped up. Encarnacion Strand Gets under it, pulls it down, and there's two gone.
Couple of pitches and a quick out.
Now batting, first baseman Jake Berger.
So they're down to their final out. Next up for Texas, Jake Berger. Oh, he doesn't get the call. Ball one. You see the velocity, 97 with that fastball. Next offering is fouled back. One strike away. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. And he makes the catch. Ball game, and the Reds claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense.
The ball for his first career save deserves to be on display at his house. I mean, it's kind of like when a restaurant frames its first dollar bill somewhere on a wall. You just can't forget your first save.